That's right. Don't try to get us old broadcasters out to pasture either. We got a lot of passion.
Keep us around for years.
We got a lot of passion.
Competitive pride.
That's right. That's right. All right, let's get to the power rankings. We got Johnny here to join us this week. And it's an interesting week. There's a lot of crazy things going on. Johnny, here are your selections.
Yeah, I'll start with 5, Vegas. I mean, they haven't played that much, but they're still in first place in the West Division. I think if they played any other teams in the West, they might be favored right now, so they get my number 5 spot. I wanted to put LA in there, but I don't think they're better than Vegas. Number 4, Edmonton. They're scorching hot right now. They had a slow start, but they're rolling and have been as good as anybody in the league the last 10 games or so. The New York Islanders at number 3. Also another team that is not only keeping pucks out of the net, EJ, but figuring out how to score. That makes them very dangerous. And the Toronto Maple Leafs, there was always a little drama swirling around the Leafs, but they keep on winning. They keep on picking up points, and they're at first place in the North Division. It's tough to say that they're not one of the best teams in the league. And at number 1 for me, the Tampa Bay Lightning, who have the best goalie in the world. They have the best defense in the world, and those two things can stabilize a lot of situations as you go through a regular season. And they responded by a bit of a downturn by saying, all right, Carolina, we see you as a competitor, and we see us sweeping the last couple of games right out from under you. Again, they're going to be right up there in their division. So I got Tampa currently number 1 in the league.
All right. Well, let's go to the accurate picks right here. And we do agree on number 1, Tampa Bay. You know, for me, the Tampa Bay Lightning, I echo the things you said, and the fact they just beat Carolina 3 times. Those are quality victories. So for me, that pushes them into the 1 spot. But then I have the dilemma. What do I do with the Florida Panthers, who have had recent success against the Tampa Bay Lightning and had a good week as well? I mean, they really should have won all 3 games against Dallas, who dove and stole one of them, but they came back, rallied to win the other day. So I have Lightning at 1, Panthers at 2, Leafs at 3. They've been playing some terrific hockey. Did have a little struggle with the Flames, but I give them at 3. I got to give the Edmonton Oilers credit. Now, the schedule, that North Division, it's hard to make what's going on up there because, you know, some of these teams are just not playing well. You take advantage of those matchups. But the bottom line is the Edmonton Oilers are winning night after night after night after night. So they got to be in the top 5. And you know what? You're right. I mean, in the bigger picture, probably Vegas is better than the LA Kings. But for right now, here on NHL, I'm going to give the LA Kings a little love. They've won 6 in a row. And as I said, going back even to last year, they had that 7-game winning streak. So this team has been playing well for a while now. We'll see how they make out at a tough one against the Wild tonight. But I'll go with LA number 5. But an interesting week, Johnny, because there's a lot of, I like the Islanders. I thought about them. Boston, it's always tough to leave them out. You had Vegas in, I had them out. They're obviously a very good team. You had a lot of options this week.
Yeah, and it's so hard to tell when they don't play each other. So I can't compare one division to the next. I don't know if the North is worse than the Central. It's hard to really say, but I do know this. I do enjoy when you have to go to a previous season to make a case for a team coming in 5th. I enjoy that kind of extrapolation of a pandemic-shortened season. That is well done.
Bravo.
And I also think you're pandering to the state of Florida because you might want to trip down to the sunny South and just, work on the beach and talk to the people in Tampa and Florida. But maybe it's just a hunch. I could be wrong.
But, Johnny, let's be fair. The Panthers have been playing well. How do you leave them out?
Yes.
How?
Yeah, I know. Well, because I can't keep everyone in the same divisions. Like I can't tell if they're better than players in the other division, so I got to look around the league and see.
But they beat Tampa 2 out of 3 not that long ago. And they're the numbers.
I know. At least,
Johnny, they're the numbers. You're a numbers guy.
Yeah, I see the numbers, EJ. I absolutely see them. I also see them playing a lot of close games. And that's even from this season. That's not from last year, pre-pandemic. That's from right now. Because I do like how you emphasize NHL now. Because it's now, and NHL now. Unless it's the Kings, then it's the NHL Kings from back then.
Okay.
Back then.
All right. But get back. Don't try to avoid the Panthers here. Let's get back on track. Why are the Panthers not in? The witness will answer the question.
Because I don't think they're as good as Vegas.
Oh, but how about they're better. They're better than Tampa. You have Tampa at 1.
I don't think they're better than Tampa.
Well, I agree with that, but they're right close at this point.
I think you have Tampa at 1 too.
But I have I have the good sense to have the Panthers at 2. You don't even have them in the top 5. And you're a numbers guy.
No, I do not. I know.
I may have to call in Judge Jackie for this one. Judge Jackie, where do you sit on this?
Come on now.
Come on, Judge Jackie.
Brother,
weigh in.
Here we go. Okay.
Weigh in.
I understand why Johnny has not included the Panthers in his top 5. However, it is hard to ignore that the Panthers did take 2 of 3 from the Tampa Bay Lightning. So,
all right.
I basically just played Switzerland and
I figured as much.
walked the line.
I figured as much.
Yeah, that's a shocking development.
All right, forget it. I take EJ's side. The Panthers got to be in. Got to be in.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. But I agree with you. The Islanders,
I'll take it.
The Islanders deserve some credit. They're playing very well, too. I mean, to beat the Bruins 7-2, maybe we've overlooked that a little bit today. That's an impressive victory for them.
And so is Minnesota.
Yeah,
and Minnesota's
exactly.
playing quite well as well. They deserve to be considered for how they're playing right now.
Johnny, you are on like literally every form of media across North America and probably around the world, because every time I turn around, you're on. So I will follow up with you about something that you just brought up, which I have the same problem with. I think it's really hard to compare these teams when they don't play any common opponents and they're playing in these little mini divisions.
It's like, and I understand why we have to do it this way this year, and I have no problem with it. But it's like there are 4 little leagues going on. Yeah. And you have no idea how one stacks up to the other when you don't play against each other. You don't really ever go up head to head. Even in a couple games, you get a sense. But without that, you won't know until you get to the Final Four. Yeah. And it could be that the North is terrible. Like they would be way down if they had to be combined with the East Division. It might be the case, but I don't know. It's hard. Yeah. It's hard to compare when they never cross over.
All right. Well, I'm with you on that. We agree on that for sure, and we agree that Tampa Bay is number 1. We'll let the viewers decide who they think is in 2 through 5 spots. All right, Jackie, get us out of here because we could go on for a while.